Sydney, Australia. All right, Aussie. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Coffee with Father James. I'm drinking from a new coffee mug that features Sydney, Australia. I got this coffee mug when we did the Divine Renovation Conference in Sydney this past year in February. We had a wonderful experience there, and this was given me as a little memento of the occasion. And I'm using it today just to remind us that in our parish, sometimes we have people join our parish who are new. We have new people. Sometimes there are people who are exploring faith, they're new to faith. Sometimes there are people that may have gotten reconnected with the church. They may have been raised in the church, been away for a while. Sometimes there are people who move in to our city from other places, hence the Australian mug, although I don't think we have any Aussies currently in our parish. And if anyone from Australia is watching, we are open to receiving your application if you want to be our parishioner. Just saying. But we have new people. We have people that move in from the outside. I remember about 2 years ago when we were continuing to wrestle with the pandemic and the consequence of the merging of the four parishes. And someone said, Father James, I just don't like it all that much anymore. It's just, there's so many people in church I don't recognize. And it leaves me disturbed. People I don't recognize. Well, I would say that if you have a church and it starts filling up with people that you don't recognize, that is actually a good thing. That is actually a sign of health. Because think about it, in a church, if there are never any new people, if there's not new people coming in, the people that have stayed and are still there, every year they get older and fewer. And so if a church is going to be healthy, it's going to have new people. And healthy churches are churches that expect there to be new people. It's a pretty good question, is what do you actually expect? Churches that expect no one new to show up, guess what? Any new people that show up, they won't stay for long because they won't feel welcomed. And it's not so much that people are saying, let's see if we can be intentionally unwelcoming. It's just a kind of blindness. But if churches truly expect new people and prepare to welcome people and are intentional about welcoming people, then there's a higher chance that people will come again. Think of, have you ever had this experience? Have you ever gone to a restaurant and you go in and you sit down? This happened to me last year when I walked the Camino, and in one of the cities we went into a restaurant. There was 5 of us, and we sat down. And I have to say that the waiting staff looked thoroughly disappointed when we walked in. They looked like, oh no. And there was, how can I say it, very little enthusiasm was sensed from the waiter. And he came over and to take our orders. And we just, after he left, we looked at each other and said, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, because our first impression was not a good one. It was like they weren't expecting us, and they didn't want us there. And then other experiences, have you ever gone to a restaurant or a place where they were really intentional about hospitality and welcoming? It makes the difference. And these are human dynamics, I know, but it's the same in the church. The church is a spiritual organization, sure, but it's also a human organization. So that's why we've put a lot of stress over the last year and a half on growing our hospitality, changing the foyer. Remember the foyer when we removed the barrier, having more people welcoming, having the welcome desk or the hospitality desk. I don't know what we're calling it anymore, but you know what I mean. The big wooden thing where people can come and ask questions, people at the doors. We've really tried to be intentional at all levels with hospitality. Well, I'm here to talk to you about another step in growing our hospitality, and that is to have events, special events, receptions for people who are new to the parish. You could call these a new parishioner event, and there's no one way to do a new parishioner event. And we are going to be having our first new parishioner event on Monday, September 11th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. in the parish center. And it's going to be an event for anyone who is new to our parish since January 1st, 2023. So if you've joined our parish, and or even if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, I haven't formally joined yet, I've just been kind of showing up there. Well, maybe this is a chance for you to actually join, or at least come and get more information. It's not like if you come to this event, you're going to be held captive until you actually sign on the dotted line. But at least come, and it's a kind of an orientation event. Now, here's the thing. We've been gathering names at the welcome desk, the hospitality desk, for quite a while. So we've already sent out a bunch of invitations, and but there is still room. And if you're new to the parish, if you would like to come to this event, please give us a call at the office or send us an email. The contact information is right here or in the show notes, and you'll have a chance to meet some of our staff, get basic information about the parish and what are the opportunities in our parish for you to grow spiritually, for you to belong, and for you to get connected in and share some of the gifts that God has given you. We might not get this completely right. It's our first try at it, but we're going to do this, we're going to learn from it, and we're going to strive to be really, really intentional about welcoming new people, because whether we're ready for it or not, new people are always going to show up. So thank you, and God bless.